Hello guys, and welcome to another Table Flip TCG's video. Today we're bringing you a deck profile from a deck featured in a few matches in the channel, Vegeta and Babidi from set 11. So let's get into it. So the leader has Overlord, and when he attacks you take a life, you draw a card and it gains 5k and double strike for the turn. When you're at 5 life, you can switch 2 of your you can restand 2 energy and awaken. So on the other side it has Overlord, so if you activate the Overlord on this side, you can awaken and activate the Overlord again on this side, even though it's not much relevant, the Overlord. Then you can add one card from your life to your hand to draw 1 card and he gets 5k and critical. It's the same as this one, but this one is an auto when he attacks, and this one is an activate main, which is good because sometimes you can use it just to fuel your field. And then you can pay once per turn. Look at the bottom card of your deck and it's a Vegeta with cost 3 or less and Servant. You may play it, which is great because one of the finishers of this deck, you can play it from the bottom with this skill. So then I run the Boo package. So the most important card is this one, the Imagine Quickening. I only run 2, but I run a few cards to search for it. It's a field, and whenever you take a life, from your leader's effect, battle card effects, or your opponent's attacks, you put the top card of your deck under this card. And then you can activate main and put this card and 4 cards under it all into your drop, and you can play a 3-drop Majin Buu for free, which is great. So then I run 2 Babidi Evil Mind Snatcher. When you play this guy, you can search your deck for the Imagine Quickening. Its main use, but later in the game, if you already have this one out, you can look the top 7 of your deck and look for a Vegeta with Servant, which is also nice because that way it's late game, it's not a dead card. And then I run 3 copies of Achiak, Vengeful Agent of Destruction. I only run this card because of the activate main, because for 1 I can discard it and play this Babidi, which plays the Imagine Quickening. So these are just to add consistency, so I can reliably play the field on turn 1. And then we want to put 4 cards under the Imagine Quickening as fast as possible. The best way to do that is Self-Awakeners. So I run 6 Self-Awakeners, I run 4 Dodorias, the Cold-Blooded, and 2 Zarbuto Heroic Stance. They have the exact same ability. When they attack, you can take a life and they gain 10k and double strike. So when you activate his effect to take a life, you automatically put another card under the Imagine Quickening. So you can, by turn 2, almost always use the Imagine Quickening to extend your plays and be very aggro. And then when you have the Imagine Quickening full with 4 cards, you can pitch it and play a 3-drop Boo. I run 2 of each of these ones. So this one has Barrier and removes a marker from a Unison. This has Deflect and KO something with 4 or less energy. It's great to have these 2 because your opponent needs to activate counterplays when you announce you're gonna play it, when you activate this ability. So if he uses a counterplay, you can always go with this one that has deflect, and this counterplay will do nothing. If you're playing against green, it's better to grab this one because it has barrier, so it's not affected by the Frieza counterplay, and you can remove a marker from their unison, usually the Migra, and that way they won't be able to play the Frieza counterplay later in the turn, because it needs to have 2 markers. Then, after we play one of those boos, we can attack with it and use the 3-star ball, Parasitic Darkness. So you can always use this card to give a battle card 5k. That's always nice, because it's effectively combo power. But the main effect is the bottom one, where you put this card under a 3-drop Majin Buu, and you go on your deck or hand and play a Majin Buu Xeno with 5 or less cost. And it is played in active mode, so you can swing with either one of these guys, which is a 20k body, and then you can restand it with this one and play this one. I only run 3 copies. I think it's enough because the ball searches from the deck. I don't really use this guy's effect because I don't run any unisons on this deck. Again, it has deflect, which is great. And if I run unisons, I could remove a marker from my unison to remove a marker from a opponent's unison, and then they discard a card and they KO one of their battle cards. A lot of good effects, but I really just use him to EX evolve into this guy. So this guy is a double strike, dual attack, EX evolve on top of this guy, and when it's removed from the battle area by an opponent's skill, I can replay one of the Majin Buus and get a Dark Dragon Ball from my drop to my hand. Then I usually play this guy with the Majin Quickening that KOs something, because most decks runs 1 or 2 drops, so you almost always will have something to KO, and when I KO something, I play Surprise Attack Frieza. I run 4 of them. I run 4 of them because I used also the Frieza package, the Xeno Frieza package, and it's good to have 4 to know that I have 1 in hand when I KO something with this one. So it's a 15k body with critical, and it comes into play when I KO something for free. And like I said, I run also the Xeno Frieza package, so I have the 1-star ball, Parasitic Darkness. You can swing, again, you can swing with this one, put the ball under it, and it gets this one from the deck in active mode, which is again a 15k double strike, which is great to put a lot of pressure. I usually attack with this guy, evolve and attack with this guy before they have 4, when they have 4 or more life, so they probably won't combo, and then I start swinging with the bigger guys later. You can activate his main to choose a card from your opponents and discard it, and if he has 3 or more energy, when this card is removed by a skill from your battle area, you can add 1 extra card with energy cost of 1 or less from your drop to your hand. So you can reuse the Dark Dragon Balls or even grab a negate if that's the case. Then I run 4 super combos. These are the best super combos for this deck because you need to be at 4 or less life, but in this deck that's really easy to do because you take so much lives with your leader, with your self-awakeners. It's really easy to get this card online, and then when you combo, he gets 10k boost, and you can choose 1 card from your hand and put it on the bottom of your deck, and if you do, you draw 2 cards. So ideally you want to put this guy on the bottom of your deck because it's a Vegeta with cost 3 or less and Servant, which means we can grab it for 1 energy with our Awakened Leader's effect. And it has 20k double strike, it's Servant, so it's effectively a 30k. And once per turn, when your opponent activates a counter skill, it restands, which is great because it can be a 30k double strike dual attack for 1 energy, which is awesome. And then for negates, I run 3 shocking death balls. I'll probably run 2 if I had another copy of Majin Buu Royal Absorption, but because I only have 3, I run 3 negates. And that's it, that's the deck profile. It's a very aggro deck. I can finish most of the games with it by turn 2 or 3. I really love this deck. It's very cool to play. It's very fun to play. You can watch some gameplay with it on the channel. Room for improvement. I will definitely take the Dodorias out. If I had 4 of the Vegeta promos, the Servant with Servant, and I will probably take the Shocking Death Ball for another one of Majin Buu Royal Absorption, and on expansion pack 15 there's a new 3-drop Buu, which allows to fetch any card with Majin in the name and the cost of 7 or less, which is good because you can always pick this guy, so you can then evolve, put the ball in the other Buu to go fetch this one and always evolve into this one. But it doesn't have barrier or deflect, which is not very good. But maybe I would put 1 or 2 in the deck, just for consistency. So that's it, guys. I think it's all for this deck profile. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. We're gonna have a lot more content with deck profiles, with more gameplay, and soon we're gonna have Digimon TCG content. It just came out on Europe, and we're gonna do deck profiles and gameplay of that game as well. So stay tuned and bye, guys.